What's up, you guys? It's me, Sai, back with another video. Today we're gonna try to replace my drums and shoes on my 2010 Ford Transit. It is start of winter and I really didn't plan on doing this, but they quoted me close to like $700 and I can't afford that, so we're gonna try to do it ourselves. This is my first time doing drums, so I am learning as I go. So I want to film this in case someone tries to do this. This drum I've been at for 30 minutes using whatever I have. You probably want a bigger hammer than this. You're gonna hammer between the lug nuts, making sure not to hit the lug nuts, the threads, otherwise you're gonna have to replace that. I got it loose. I hammered all around here too. I'm pretty sure this pad is stuck on the drum right now, but I also can't find my crowbar, but I've been putting this end of this hammer in here and prying it out like that. As you can see, it's starting to come out slowly, and then I would hammer it back in just to loosen it, and then you're gonna do that until you can get it loose. I know some model cars, they usually have a hole right here where you can put a bolt in there and it'll push it out, but the Ford Transit did not come with that. So I'm gonna do this for the next however long it takes to get this off, and then we'll see the condition of our shoe. I don't ever want to go through that again. And I'm pretty sure the shop would have charged me over $1,000 doing that. So there's barely any pads left. What happens with these drums, excuse me while I catch my breath, the pads start to get stuck on the actual drums, and that's why you have a hard time getting it off. So what I'm gonna do, now that I got that off, I'm gonna spray this with brake cleaner and let it sit. I'm gonna start working on the other side. I'm getting ready to do this side, so I wanna show you guys how I'm doing it. So you have to be able to hammer this in all the way in, so it's in between here, and then you pry it out. And what you're doing is hammering the bottom to push the top out. And after you get this top out, like now it's actually out from the, like you can't see the lug nuts because it's in there now. You're gonna rotate this. Well, not really. You're gonna go on this side and attempt to do the same thing, and you'll notice they'll start to come off. These are probably the original drum because it says Ford on it. I don't think they ever did the back. The front looks new. I think mainly when people see these drums, they're like, oh, I'm not touching that. I was looking at the parts, and that's what made me do it. Look up the parts. I was like, the parts not that much. It's like you buy aftermarket, like 150 or something. You know, if it's aftermarket, you get the hub, you get the drum and the shoe. So most of the prices that they're charging you is mainly labor. Okay, so show you up close here. So once you get it like this, where it's pretty open, you're gonna put your pry bar in between here. The one's not that clear. Come on. You're gonna put your pry bar right here in this gap, and you'll start prying it out. And I'll show you guys as I do it. I'm just trying to make this video quick as possible. I already lost a lug nut because I missed when I was hammering, and I end up hammering the lug nut in there. It's already out. This would be easy. It would have been easier if they didn't let the pad wear down. It's like it's to its bare metal. That's why it's sticking. All right. pretty disgusting. Here's my lug nut that fell off. So I'm probably gonna have to put this in somehow. I've never put a lug nut in, but I'm pretty sure it goes in this way, and you pretty much repositioned it with a by tightening it up with the lug nut. Make sure I get it in properly though. I'll do that later. You guys have it. And then I'm pretty much gonna oil everything up, like the springs and the, I don't know what they call this, the adjuster. Just so nothing is seized when I have to put it back. I really don't know how this is supposed to look, this drum, but it's pretty grinded down because it was on its bare metal. Alright, so I'm gonna brake clean this and I guess start removing all the old pads. Alright, I'm gonna try my best to film this for you guys, but if I don't film this properly or you're not able to see, you can always look it up online. There's guys with more detailed videos. I'm gonna remove this spring right here. I think I'm doing it right. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do this with one hand, you guys. So, bear with me. Got these pins here. Come off pretty easily. I guess it should be free now. There we go. We have the e-brake too, right here. It comes off pretty easily here. Alright, parts came a little late, but it's here. About to go ahead and install this. This came from TRQ. It says view before you do. I bought this off of Amazon and not their website. Just because Amazon was gonna be faster to get here. Because most of these parts are at their local warehouse anyways. Gonna have to bring out my little heater soon. It's getting super cold now. Without the sun out. Alright. Very nice packaging. We got our shoes, our pads. I was gonna make this a two-part video, but I just want to get it done and over with. I feel like everything's fresh in my head right now. If I wait tomorrow, not gonna remember nothing. Had time to spray this so it doesn't rust again, but check that out. Make sure you check your old parts to make sure they look similar. Turning on my little light. It's getting dark. Maybe I should put on my shoes instead of having it on halfway. Ouch! Freaking cut my finger. OE style construction coated with web plate. I have no clue what that means. I am just trying to replace this. I'm not sure if it matters what's driver and what's passenger, but we'll see. You can see they look identical. I mean, there's not any rock science. You just put it back in exactly how it came out. I actually took a video of mine and took pictures too, just for extra reassurance that I put everything back properly. You can install new hardware if you want to, but this is like I'm trying to get this done and over with. Because I'm like desperate. Like, look, there's barely any pads left on here. So let's go ahead and get this done and over with. I grease these areas. I cleaned it a little bit, did what I can. I'm gonna grease this too, so this helps, you know, for the next person that does this, or if I end up keeping the car that long to the point where and it needs another brake job, it won't be stuck to this. So, and make sure you test your wheel bearings out and inspect everything that's in here in case this needs to be replaced, because you have everything out already. All right, guys, it is nighttime now, so I'm gonna try my best to show you guys. But it is on. I don't know what this part is called, but I had to put this on separate since it's the beginning of winter right now. I think the spring did not want to stretch. I tried my best to have this installed first, then do the spring, and it just wouldn't reach that hole right there. So I had to take this off, then put the spring on, get it all mounted, then adjust this all the way down to its lowest setting, and then put this on. Because with this on first, trying to do the spring, it was just way too, it was pushing out the shoe too far, and I couldn't get the spring to I couldn't get the spring to stretch further enough to get in these holes. So just remember to install this last. You might have to pull this back a little bit to get it in, but I think that's the easiest way, because I spent like an hour trying to figure how to do it the other way, and I just couldn't get it to work. Got the bottom spring on, as you can see. Got the pins on. Okay. I'm not sure if this is how it's supposed to go on, but it's on. The pins are on. E-brake was pretty hard too, but I think it was just more of it's cold outside. I couldn't pull back that spring to get it inside the little slot. I did it over and over. They made it look really easy on the videos, but I just couldn't pull back the spring and then put it all in at one. But it's done. I'm gonna go ahead and test the hub right now, because I know you're supposed to adjust this to make sure that you want it to spin freely but not too loose. That's what they say. It doesn't have to be perfect because it adjusts itself, I believe, but we'll see. Okay, I think since I have the other one on already, I've done this one already. The driver's side should be easy. We'll see. Hope this is right. It is not going on smooth. Oh, it's tight already. This thing is adjusted all the way down. It's not even close. Like, it doesn't even want to go in. I could see if it was going in and pulling out so snug, but I do not know what's going on. This can't be the wrong pad. I mean, this can't be the wrong side. All right, guys, it's the very next day. I got the transit done. I drove around for a while yesterday, and I drove around today. I don't feel any how can I say? I don't feel any grinding. I did the bedding break-in too, where you go fast and then you brake, but you don't slow down, you don't come to a complete stop. I did that about 10 times to break in the pads evenly, or the shoes evenly. I don't know what went wrong, so I don't want to completely blame the product, the brand, but you know, I looked up more videos when I got in from working on the car yesterday, and I looked up other people doing the shoes and drums on this model year, and it's like they didn't have the same issue. For some reason, it just didn't want to go in. It almost felt like the pads were adjusted out too much, but it wasn't. It was adjusted all the way in. So I don't know what went wrong, if it's, you know, a manufacturer issue, or I really don't know what's going on. So I just, you know, with me struggling back and forth, you guys can see the video, I just got it in and kicked it in with my foot, and I was like, God, I hope my wheel actually moves after this. Put my lug backs on, torqued down it to spec, and drove around, and I was fine. I'm not having any issues right now. You can feel a little wobbliness when I press on the pedal to brake, you know, but I'm not too picky about it. We're about to have to snow next week, and I just wanted some decent brakes. I mean, the pads are doing what they got to do. It's not perfect, but I just don't know where I went wrong. So there's my video. If you guys have any questions, or if you tried the same brand and had the same issues, let me know. Even some of the buyers on Amazon had similar issues. Some guy had vibration issues. Some guy had same thing I'm dealing with at higher speed and you're braking. It did get slight vibration on the pedal from the shoes probably. Not sure if it's balanced right or whatever. It's done and over with. I saved myself $700. It could have been more, especially with what you guys see, what I went through with it being stuck. They would have probably charged me more for labor. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Comment down below if you found this video useful or you did the same job and you ran into the same issues. Until the next video, you guys.